creative genius.
Hell yeah.
All right, about to introduce you to the piece of equipment or the gadget, a gadget that you may or may not have heard of before, the gadget that you need in your life and didn't even know it. That's the hydroponic grower. It grows herbs, vegetables, fruit, whatever your heart desires. Well, from the size of it, it's going to grow some good herbs. That's what I use it for. I bought this initially to start off, and with the intentions of getting the tower, the big tower with the lights and the filtration system and all that good stuff. And I'm like, why don't I start off a little slower? So I'm gonna get the smaller one. I've been using it on and off for years, and more so off than on this past year. So I just decided to clean it out and get it going again. I got to test the motor to make sure it's all good. I need to replace this filter here, but it's pretty simple. It's a 4-liter tank. 4 liters is the max amount of water. I'll show you the front of it in a minute, but I got it right next to my kitchen sink, right on the kitchen counter, because it's going to produce food, basically. I've picked out a couple of my favorites to grow in it. Basil, which grows like crazy. This thing usually takes over the whole little area here, and I'll show you when I put the top on there what the area looks like. And do some basil, some mint, and some cilantro to start off with. To me, that's enough, though it is enough space to fit a lot more. This is the top. It's just this enough space to fit a lot more than just those 3, but I like to do those 3 to give it plenty of space to grow, so it won't just kind of overdo it, because it grows pretty fast. It grows year round, which is what I like most about it. You don't have to worry about perfect weather, because the top has a I believe it's UV lights, some sort of lighting system that act as the sun, so that it can grow year round. Obviously, you got your water, so you got your water. They, when you buy the kit, or you can buy it separately, you get the plant food. It's just plant A and B. That's the only part I really don't like about it, is the plant food. The nutrition looks just, I don't know. Just not sure how I feel about it. It says for vegetables, flowers, fruits, and so on, is what it says on there. It just says A and B, so it's giving your plants, your flowers, your herbs in this case, your vegetables, all the nutrients that it needs to grow. And I really want a more organic way to give it nutrients. So I was looking into that at one point. I'm going to look into it again to see if I can replace this weird generic looking A and B with some hydroponic, natural, organic nutrients that I'm sure is going to make it a lot messier and a little bit harder to probably get it going. But I would prefer to do that than to buy stuff that I'm not even sure what it is. It obviously says it on the side. I mean, on the labeling of what it is in detail. This is the refill pack, because I've gone through the originals. Well, look at it. This looks weird. Looks weird. Like, what are we putting in our food? What are we putting in our bodies? Should look like some damn crystal meth. Some shit. But you put this in water. You put it in here and you shake it up, and that's what you feed your plants, your flowers, your veggies, your herbs. That's what you feed it. So this is the top part. This is the lighting that goes on here. I should probably have a better angle, but I don't. Deal with it. Deal with it. This is the top part of it. Power, fan, water, vegetables. So this is the cycle that it goes through. This just illuminates when the power's on, that illuminates when the fan and the water is going on, and so on and so forth. But basically it controls the lights here. These lights cut on, the fan keeps it cool, and the system just goes on and off throughout the night. And the only time it kind of gets loud is when the water gets low. As you can see, the water level, you may not be able to see it. You fill it up to 4 liters. 4 liters max, and that's where your water needs to be to keep everything going. When it gets below 3 liters, you can hear it. You can hear the filter in here pushing out water. It pushes it out. So basically what you hear is the water bouncing off the sides and all around, because it's not enough water to make it smooth. These little pods here are very spongy. These sponge-like pods. You basically stick it in here with the plastic piece. This goes in the water. This absorbs the water and it expands. Before you do all of that, you put the seeds in there. Put the seeds in here. A few seeds, 2 or 3 with the basil. You really don't need that much. They have the big seeds. I will put maybe 2 basil seeds, and it's just based off, like I said, my own personal experience. Though that thing grows and it starts touching the top, and if you're not constantly harvesting it, but you put the seed in there and the sponge, put the sponge in a plastic piece, put the plastic piece here, and that's pretty much it. You set up your cycle on the top so your artificial sun can come out and do what it do. And once you have, use a plastic piece. Once you have that going, say the sponge is in there with the seed, you'll put this plastic piece on top. That's how it germinates. My goal is to just stay consistent with it, to continue to grow it and harvest and grow it and harvest on a regular basis. I don't want to put it back up, put it back on the shelf and allow it to collect dust again. I want to use it. Obviously it saves you money, but it's a lot healthier than buying foods in stores when you don't know what type of pesticides been sprayed on it, what type of little kid just dug in his nose and came and touched it and walked away. Johnny, get away from there. He's walking away. He done just molested his apple you about to put in your mouth a little bit later. So it's like no amount of tap water can take away those type of germs, unless you're dipping it in baking soda and doing that whole thing, which is a good practice that I need to start practicing a lot more often. Because people just nasty. People just nasty. But that's it. I got my Dr. Sebi book here that helps me along the way. How to naturally detox the liver, reverse diabetes, and high blood pressure through Dr. Sebi, or Sebi, depending on how you want to say it, with his alkaline diet. We'll see how it goes once I set everything up.
Conceited. A high opinion of one's own abilities or work. Yeah, that's me. See, I done got mine. Bitch, get yourn. The fuck on. Look at me. 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 I'm a jerk. I'm a jerk. I'm a jerk. nice guy that everybody wanted to be around. Look at me. Look at me.
Creative. Genius.